Provinces in Visayas and Mindanao are starting to ban pork products coming to Luzon to prevent the entry of African swine fever into these areas. But the Trade Department is asking LGUs to allow the entry of processed pork products that have secured the necessary permits or certificates. Shaila Francisco has the story.
The World Organization for Animal Health reports that since August 30, almost 10,000 swine deaths have been recorded worldwide due to the African swine fever. 80% of these were from the Philippines alone. But the Agriculture Department insists the 2-week report is negligible.
To date, officially, ang OIE, sinasabi nila na 2,530,000 roughly and 969. So i-round off natin 2,531,000 swine deaths. 3 out of 1,000 deaths galing sa Pilipinas, hindi 80%.
Meanwhile, Quezon City Mayor Joy Belmonte informed hog raisers that blood samples from pigs in barangays Payatas and Bagong Silangan tested positive for African swine fever. Belmonte said the city is earmarking 10 million pesos as financial aid for affected areas. Other local governments also intensified measures against ASF. In Laguna and Pampanga, entry of live hogs from affected cities and other provinces is banned. Meanwhile, Bohol has imposed a 100-day ban on the entry of all pigs and pork products from Luzon. The same order is in effect in Cebu. Cebu's provincial government also ordered a pullout of canned pork products manufactured since January, as well as frozen and processed pork products.
We'd rather be overcautious at this point when there already is a clear and present danger na kung anong nangyayari ngayon in some areas in Luzon can also happen here in Cebu. The hog industry in Cebu is a 10 billion peso industry alone. We cannot allow our hog industry in Cebu to be wiped out too, and that would result to severe economic loss.
In Mindanao, hog raisers are pushing for a temporary island-wide quarantine ban on pork products from Luzon. Other towns, however, allow their entry as long as they are presented with a certificate from the National Meat Inspection Service. But the problem is, meat processors don't have these documents because processed products are under the jurisdiction of the Food and Drug Administration, and some LGUs don't recognize permits issued by the FDA. The stricter measures affect the delivery of processed pork products like tocino, ham, and bacon. More than half of the supply are manufactured in Luzon.
If this is not lifted, in 2 to 4 weeks, supply is going to dwindle. We may have shortages because for us today, wala kaming assurance on when this is going to end.
Meat processors have now decided to reduce production for the upcoming holiday season.
We will possibly scale down the sizes. Supply will possibly be not as much. One member today mentioned that they will not be producing any ham at all. And this is actually one of the major suppliers. They announced today that they will not be producing Christmas hams because of the uncertainty. With the chaos that is happening right now, and with Christmas only 95, 96 days away, how much Christmas products do we produce? Do we produce at the risk of it not being sold because it's not going to move across boundaries?
The Association of Meat Processors assures the public that processed food are generally safe for consumption. The group asked the DA to clarify the guidelines. Both the government and private sector are warning against imposing a nationwide transport ban, like what happened in South Korea after it reported its first outbreak.
You have to look at the geography of the Philippines. We are an archipelago. We are 7,100 islands. Kakawa naman yung those areas that do not have a local production base.
Concentrated lang sa 4 na areas lang. Okay? Unfair. Again, pinapatay natin ang maliliit na mag-ooboy.
The DTI is asking LGUs to allow the entry of processed pork products with certificate from authorized government agencies.
Sana wag naman i-total ban. Certified naman ng FDA yung mga produkto na yon. At yung raw material nun, yun na nga, NMIS certified.
Shaila Francisco, We Are One News.